Hey y'all, I'm back with another one. And first and foremost, I want to thank God for another day. I want to thank God for another day to grow, change, evolve myself, to change maybe things or ways of my family, of my community, of the world. Just put in my work where I can. Secondly, I believe I gained a new subscriber. It may be more, but I want to welcome y'all and thank y'all for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you're sharing my YouTube with teenagers or young adults such as myself, because that's the group of people or demographic that I'm really trying to get through to. However, anybody is welcome to listen to my content. So thank y'all. Now let's get into it. This video is titled Important Things to Remember in Your Life Journey / Experience. Now, y'all, these are about 19 things that I just wrote down that I've gained knowledge on, that I've learned, that I've applied to my life within a year. So from May of 22 to 23. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. So number one, your foundation is God, y'all. You prioritize God first, not your woman, not your man, not your child, not your friend. Your foundation is spirit. You want to surrender to God. Number two, place everything in God's hands. Y'all, when we place that hurt, that anger, that depression, that anxiety, that not knowing what's going to happen next, that maybe homelessness, maybe you lost everything, whatever the situation is, y'all, when you surrender to God and you just let it all go, place it all in God's hands, so to speak, that's going to be the start of your journey. Things are going to start moving for you. It may take a while, it may still be painful, but make that first move of surrendering, y'all. Number three, be obedient to God. If God, you'll know in your spirit, you'll know in your soul, if God / yourself, because we do carry God's spirit within us, we are gods and goddesses. When you're obedient and you're listening to that calling or what God may be telling you to do or change, when you're obedient, that's going to open more doors for you. So now you want the next step, surrendered and being obedient. Number four, be you. Love yourself and love others. Y'all, teenagers, especially y'all, you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody. Your little group of friends or whatnot, they acting a certain way. They out there trying to, what's that one term, y'all? Oh, God, please bring it to mind. Please bring it to mind. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I don't want to waste time. Okay, teenagers. They may be, smoking weed, drinking liquor, whatever, doing the so-called cool stuff. If that's not you and you know that's not you, don't sit up here and do the same activities that they do, because you're just like betraying yourself. You just causing many issues for yourself, and it's not worth it. Them not the people that you supposed to be kicking it with. God didn't make you like that, so don't try to do and be like others. Just be yourself. Find out who you are. Find out what you're good at and things that you're into. Figure that out. Don't follow nobody else. You want to always be a leader, never a follower. Love yourself and love others regardless of the situation. This is still number 4 too, y'all. Regardless of the situation, always love yourself, always love others, whether somebody did something to hurt you and it hurt real bad or not. Whatever the case, always love yourself. You can stop messing with them, that's cool, but never have hate in your heart. Always love. Number 5, situations you're in don't define you. Your heart and mind defines you. So take myself for an example. I haven't worked in a year. I haven't had no income. I could be sitting up here and feeling like I'm not nothing. I don't know how I'm gonna get out this situation. I don't see in my future that I'm gonna be something great because of where I am now. And that's not even the case for me. I've grown and I've accomplished so much within this year with a child at that, with the baby. So don't let the situation you may be in define you, whether you um, homeless, hungry, don't got no money, whatever you may be going through. Maybe you looking for a job and things are just hard, just whatever. Number 6, the power of self. Whew. That's a topic within itself, y'all. Power of self. When you finally find out who you are and what you're capable of and how much power you hold, you ain't gonna know what to, well, I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna know what to do with yourself, but it's just a whole nother side once you come from living in your ego into moving into your power. I'll leave it at that. Find out who you are. Find out your power and do not abuse it. Stay in your lane. Do you. Be you. That was all number 6. Okay, number 7. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Y'all, the power of forgiveness. When you let go, when you forgive yourself and you forgive others and you just let go of all that negative energy and step into a new light of understanding, then that's opening another door as well for things that our Creator has planned for us, for things that we're supposed to reach within ourselves, our higher selves. Number 8, accountability. Why are you where you are? We need to start being accountable, y'all. Taking accountability. Let me use an example. I sat up here and I don't want to really say nothing negative, but let's leave it where it's at. Take accountability. If you did something wrong, then you did something wrong. Apologize. Don't try to do that whole back and forth. Oh, well, you did this, so that's why I did. No, take accountability for what you did. Stop being childish. Stop being a child. Just learn from your mistakes. I have to learn from my mistakes. I have to take accountability for myself. Any situation that we're in, whether it's good or bad, we have to be accountable for our partial. And then, of course, the other person or other people, they got their part. But you worry about you and you take accountability, because otherwise you're going to stay stagnant. And this is about growing and evolving. Take accountability. Number 9, you are always growing and evolving. Don't let others put you in a box. Don't put yourself in a box. So, for example, if somebody's like, oh, you changed, oh, you acting different, then you keep changing, baby. You keep acting different. Because especially if it's putting you in a position to ascend. That's the word I'm looking for. Especially if it's putting you in a position to ascend. If it's not detrimental to yourself or to anybody else, you keep on moving, you keep on growing, you keep on changing. Don't put yourself in a box. Don't limit yourself. We cannot limit God. So why would we limit ourselves? We are gods. We are goddesses. Number 10, you are on God's timing. You're on the universe's timing. You are on your timing. So do not settle for man's timing. Don't go off of man's timing. That's not how it works. Your soul knows when it's time to make that next move. Your spirit knows when it's time. So you just listen and be obedient and do what your soul is yearning for you to do. Don't let the spirit, number 11. Don't let the spirit of fear stop you from pursuing what God or your heart, your soul is telling you to do. So I understand that we're going to be in situations that are going to advance us, right? So this is a positive situation. However, that fear is starting to set in. I don't know if I could do it. I'm scared. I don't think but that may be the opportunity of a lifetime. That may be the opportunity that you need in order to get to your long-term goals. So don't allow fear to stop you. Have faith, number 12. Have faith even when you can't see what's next for you. So I used to struggle with this really bad. And I'm actually in this situation now. I don't quite know what's next for me. Like, I don't know what it looks like, but my faith is so strong that I'm not even worried about it. And again, a lot of people use that term. All you got to do is have faith the size of a mustard seed. So imagine if you got faith the size of an orange, or faith the size of a basketball, or faith the size of somebody bare belly. You know what I'm saying? Just to be funny. But imagine that. Having faith, God will bless you even more abundantly. You're going to put yourself in place to receive even more abundantly. Number 13, get that jealousy, anger, and hate out of your heart so you can prosper and live in purpose. Number 14, depression and anxiety is due to lack of faith and living on man's timing. I'll say it again. Number 14, depression and anxiety is due to lack of faith and living on man's time. So get your faith up, y'all. Once you get your faith up, you should not find yourself in a depression or in anxiety because you're too focused on seeing the positive that's to come. You won't be in that lower state. And when we living on man's time, for example, we working, or we trying to get some money real quick, we living on man's time, that's going to cause depression and anxiety because it's not coming quick as we want it to come. So that's what I mean when I say that. Number 15, there's always time to learn, change, and evolve as long as you're living. At the same time, you don't want to be living dead or walking dead. So let me explain what I mean when I say living dead, walking dead. You can be living, you could be alive, right? You could be walking amongst people on the street, but you're walking dead, meaning your spirit is not alive. Your soul is suffering. So you're not prospering. You're in all type of negative energy. You sitting up here doing what the enemy do, lying, stealing, killing. That's because you're not living. You're allowing all those things that you've been through in your life, all the negativity, to overstep, or how I'm trying to say it, y'all. You're allowing that to override the positivity that God has destined for you. God has for you. So don't be living dead. Don't be walking dead. Number 16, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let that ego ruin great things or people in your life. So I'm still asking God to work on this within me, because I'm still an emotional individual. I try not to put the horoscopes into it, but still, I am a Cancer sun, I am a Pisces moon. Those are water signs. Those are very emotional signs. So I still take stuff kind of personal, but I'm working on it. I want to give y'all a quick example. I'll make it real quick. Okay, I went into 7-Eleven one day and I said, "Hi, this is like a Hindu or Indian." I apologize to the community because I don't know the difference. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, but y'all know who be owning them gas stations and stuff like that, convenience stores. So I say hi, walk in and say hi. He don't say nothing. Cool. I go on about my business, grab what I'm gonna grab. Now I walk back to go to the counter, and the people up there, I believe they were Hispanics. He kikiing it with them and, oh, have a good day. So when I walk to the counter, I say hi again. He don't say nothing. So, okay, you're giving me racist. And I took it personal. Like, I had an attitude when I walked out. Then I had to remind myself, like, hold on. You don't know how that man grew up. You don't know what his parents taught him. So they could have told him all black people do X, Y, and Z, do such and such, when that's not even the case, right? Or whatever spirit is within him, his spirit and my spirit, they just don't collide. They don't match. Maybe collide, not the word. They don't match. So whatever the case was, I just tried to not take it personal. So I'm still asking for God to work on that within me. Okay. Number 17. It's self versus self, and it's spirits versus spirits. It is not people versus people. It is not flesh versus flesh. Keep that in mind. So again, with that 7-Eleven situation, it's not my flesh against this man. It's our spirits. Or like I said, however he was raised, that's just how he treat us. But I didn't have to accept that. So we have to keep that in mind. I have to keep that in mind as well. Number 18, if you have children, take care of your children. Because the universe has something for you if you don't. And this goes for man and woman. This goes for mother and father. Take care of your children. Or you're going to have a very rough life. Or your life may even be, you may lose your life sooner than you should have. So be mindful of that. Number 19, last one. Don't take relationships so serious, because we don't know how much time we got on this earth. So I know a lot of us do that. I used to do that. We take relationships way too serious. We get in too deep, way too quick, and then everything just shatter. So just be cool, be chill, be laid back, enjoy yourself, enjoy the person's time, but always make sure you're handling your business and you're doing what you need to do in order to grow, in order to do what God needs you to do, and in order to do what your passions are, in order to fulfill your purpose. Don't give somebody else all your time. Just let everything flow, and God will let you know if they the one, and then y'all could get deep into the situation. Because that's how I'm moving from now on. I don't have time to be putting everything into something. I have a child now. I have duties that God wants me to fulfill, and I want to work on myself. So that's too much time to be putting into somebody else when I have a lot to work on for me and for God. So those are my 19 things, y'all. And you can leave any comments in the comment section. Reach out to me. I'm going to leave my info below. And like I always say, God is waiting on you. You're the only one playing. Love y'all. Peace.